Day here, bringing you another episode in my GNOSIA Let's Play. So it has been a few days. During the course of that few days, I've been reading your comments on the videos that have been going up every day. And I know that I've made some crazy blunders along the way of this journey, and I still appreciate it. Like, I know that I've made mistakes. I realize that, and I have no problems with criticism because it's like a facepalm moment even for me. So I do appreciate it. So as far as this current episode goes, I don't remember if I put in some parameters or anything. I've played other games in between there, so I'm not sure if I accidentally like set something up. When I cut it on, it said loop number 20, so that's what loop this is. And Setsu just started talking like this. So I'm not 100% sure if I already set it up or if it's just going to be a random, if it already just had its own random presets. So I'm going in blind with what and who and everything is, set up with. So that's nice. It's completely random. So let's just hop in. The GNOSIA are not our only enemies. Is this one of those stupid anyone who disturbs our peace is an enemy things? Sorry, but no. Like the GNOSIA, this enemy known as a bug hides among us. And his only goal is the destruction of the universe. Sounds dark. What? For real? I'd assume so, yeah. I mean, Setsu doesn't joke around about stuff like that. And how will this be handled? Basically in the same way as GNOSIA. We need to see through their disguise and put them into cold sleep. However, a bug cannot be eliminated by a GNOSIA attack. Interesting. So I know someone in the comments had mentioned playing Mafia. I've never played Mafia before. So I have no idea if this is also something that's in Mafia. Because it's like I'm not really used to roles, basically. I'm not used to the character roles. I know I think I voted for a guard at one point, which guards are humans, and if I'm a human, why do I want to vote for a guard? So yeah, I'm still getting used to it. At loop 20, I will hope I'm more used to it than not, but they're still adding new elements to the game. What? So they can't be killed by GNOSIA? Dang, I'm actually kind of jealous, honestly. So I guess he's saying he wishes to be the bug. No. But on the other hand, they can be eliminated via engineer investigation, just as if they were taken out by GNOSIA. It's like being a sniper. You have to know exactly who the bug is. I don't know if I like it. It's too hard. Only the engineer can take them out. So if we kill off the engineer, it will be bad. Oh my goodness. We cannot kill off the real engineer. And then on top of that, we have to hope that the real engineer finds the bug. That's going to be so complicated. I can't see that would not ever be easy. Especially if it's like I'm not the bug trying to make it to the end. Because then at that point, of course I would try to get rid of all the engineers first. But just being the bug... even being the bug, you don't really want to primarily focus on just trying to get rid of engineers just to stay alive. You also still have... Well, the GNOSIA can't kill you. Well, I don't want to talk about it too much in this episode, but... Yeah, like SQ saying, that's like super confusing. So like, what even is a bug anyway? I hypothesize that they are a sort of cosmic mistake. Something that was never actually supposed to exist in this universe at all. Even a GNOSIA cannot eliminate something that doesn't exist, but since they don't exist, being examined causes inconsistencies to occur, basically erasing them. At least, I think this is the case. Therefore, that's what engineer credentials need to prioritize the discovery and elimination of these bugs, more so than GNOSIA. Yes, however, utmost caution is needed. A bug could conceivably pose as an engineer. Oh my goodness, it gets, wow, the plot truly thickens. The game is actually getting harder. At least for me. Maybe you guys are like, yeah, I think you're starting to freak out for no reason. But it seems like the game is literally increasing the difficulty, which is awesome. But not awesome because I was already kind of sucky. Though I don't think my win-loss ratio is like extreme. Like I'm not 100% just losing completely. A precipice in front, a wolf behind, as they say. Interesting indeed. Bugs cannot be eliminated by GNOSIA attack. However, they can be erased via engineer investigation. Only one bug exists at a time. That's still complicated. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. I guess that's about it for now. I did a bit more digging into these bugs. It took me about 20 loops to work all of this out. I just hope that this time you're not the bug Dessa. Just kidding. This time your role is crew. Okay, yeah, so it was just random presets. Okay. Calm down and take it easy. Lo, this time the time has come to announce yourself, engineer. Kukrushka raises her hand. It seems she's the engineer. That was quick. Kukrushka is an enemy. To me, the only engineer here at least. So Setsu and Kukrushka, one of them is lying, right? I know that I said I wasn't going to really talk that much, but now that new elements have come, I feel like I have to talk it out just to make sure I feel like I'm understanding, and maybe you guys could help me if what I'm saying is wrong. So according to Setsu, a bug can pose as an engineer. So therefore, it's now the SC follower, the GNOSIA, and the bug that can pose as an engineer, if I'm not mistaken, along with the real engineer, right? Like, I can assume that if it's not the second round, chances of the actual engineer announcing themselves is pretty high. At least that's what I believe. And wait, but this is round 2 of 5. Wait, did someone die? No, it says, oh, I'm so sorry. It's day 1, round 2. Okay. I'm starting to freak out for no reason. By the way, who hears the guard duty?
So you become GNOSIA when you get shocked, right? I actually can't leave this ship, so I couldn't have been shocked.
So I now know the guards are going to be targeted more so primarily by the GNOSIA because they cannot take, well, they can't get eliminated via vote. We won't vote for them. They're human. Ah, that's right. Otome has remained aboard the ship. We can be sure there is no risk of GNOSIA infection here. And of course it would be Yuriko as the other one. I mean, I don't really feel too threatened by Yuriko because she doesn't really have high social interaction, as someone mentioned. So her influence isn't that high as her intuition.
Setsu, does your stomach hurt? No. It looks like something's bothering you.
Setsu, yes, Setsu. Something certainly feels strange. So we have human Otome throwing Setsu engineer under the bus. Am I okay with that? Because we just learned that the engineer, if we're getting rid of the real engineer, chances are we can't win the game. Because the bug will eradicate us if we do somehow manage to get to the end of the round. Are we really sure that we want to get rid of Setsu? I'm going to defend Setsu. I don't have enough information to want any engineers gone at this current present. Wait, oh, I actually need... Okay, everyone's here. Because I was like, okay, how many people are actually in this game? And how many... Okay, so we have 3 GNOSIA. And everyone's here. Okay, alright. So yeah, defending Setsu feels right. I don't want an engineer gone just yet. I think it's too soon. You refuted the doubts against Setsu. Hey, Setsu's my buddy, okay? Maybe that's wrong, but that's how I feel about things. Something about Jonas is just kind of fishy. I mean, just look at those eyes. I feel it would be beneficial to watch Jonas closely. Now we're talking Jonas under the bus. As much doubt as you seem to cast upon me, I assure you, I'm heaping it upon myself pretty hardcore too. I want to believe Jonas. Okay, let's lay off it a bit, eh? I got Jonas's back. Someone has to be thrown under the bus. Make small talk? No, it's too soon for that. Should I ask for the doctors? I want to make sure that we have at least the real. Yeah, I'll ask. It may not be the right thing to do. I don't know just yet, but I just want all characters to be on the table. You urge the doctor to come forward. I'll examine those put into cold sleep. I'm the doctor, so. You've made a bad call, Remnant. Making an enemy of me the only true doctor on this ship. Hey, wait a sec. The doctor is me. What are you blabbering about, Reikio and Remnant? Okay, so we got 3 people that came forward as the doctor. So, yeah, and it took me until now to realize that I could just press this button and see everyone's roles just easily. But, okay, so we have Setsu and Kukushka as the engineers. Otome and Yuriko are human. Remnan, Reikio, and Shigemichi are all claiming to be doctor. And I'm just regular crew, so. One of these people can be the bug, the AC follower, and GNOSIA. There are three GNOSIA. Keep that in mind. And yeah, that's that for now. And this was round 1. So far, Jonas has been thrown under the bus, as well as. Oh no, I don't want to start the vote yet. I want to look at the data. And Setsu. Yes. So it was just Setsu and Jonas. So those were probably the ones that get the most votes this round. So it's time to vote. We have to decide who to send off to cold sleep. So I realized that asking for the doctor, that does take away a spot of throwing someone else under suspicion. But normally the first round for me is kind of like open-ended. Guess I'll vote for Jonas. Don't really want Setsu gone. Interesting. Because Shigemichi never came up. A lot of people seem to doubt that Shigemichi is the doctor. Over. Let me see, were the other doctors influential? Remnan kind of is wishy-washy, I believe is what his description says, if I remember. Like, I haven't played the game in a few days, so I'm trying to make sure I remember everything correctly. And Reikio voted for Remnan too. Reikio is, well, of course, he's the doctor. Shigemichi voted for Reikio. Reikio voted for Remnan. And Remnan voted for Reikio. So, that makes sense. But, out of the doctors, Shigemichi and Remnan voted for Reikio. And Reikio voted for Remnan. I feel like that's something to keep in mind for later. A tie? That's a surprise. So we gotta vote again among Shigemichi and Jonas then? Because Shigemichi could have been the real doctor. I feel like I don't have enough information to say. I'm just gonna listen right now. Something about Shigemichi is just kind of fishy. I mean, just look at those eyes. Between the bugs and the GNOSIA and the AC follower, it's just a lot going on. Because we do need to start eliminating people from roles, but Remnan, Reikio, and Shigemichi, I haven't heard them speak enough to actually form any kind of opinion on either one of them. I feel it would be beneficial to watch Shigemichi closely. And it's also interesting to see who's like saying, yeah, this person needs to get eliminated. So Stella and what is her name? Comet. So you're suspecting me? What the heck? Personally, I want to trust Shigemichi over Comet. Is this the second time Gina protected Shigemichi? But she protected someone else anyway. Smiling brightly, Kukushka clearly trusts Shigemichi. Okay, Yuriko is speaking up now. Are we confused as to whom should be doubted? Then let it be Shigemichi. If her intuition is going off, maybe Shigemichi was actually a fake. Shigemichi, just what were you doing last night? Haha, you don't have to answer, I already know what you are. Shigemichi, look at me. Let me get a good look at that face. Yeah, you're sketchy as hell. I feel it will be beneficial to watch Shigemichi closely. So you suspected me? So, yeah, now everyone's throwing Shigemichi under the bus. It's time to start the vote. I think Shigemichi's gone. We didn't really have... I wonder why they were voting for Jonas, though. I'm going to have to keep that in mind that everyone wanted Jonas gone. I'm pretty sure Shigemichi's gone, though. I'll vote for Jonas just to see what happens. Yeah, Shigemichi's gone no matter what. Honestly, though, that's kind of bad. Because Jonas might try to get rid of me now that I voted for him. I got to also pay attention to how I vote in these rounds. Because all the characters know how you're voting. Oh, how come you guys don't trust me? Guess I got some reflecting to do while I sleep. Shigemichi was sent to cold sleep. I have 1,400 experience. And this is also something I want to think about too. Like, I don't want to make it into a super long episode, but there are things that I need to look into a little bit more. So I unlocked something for charisma already. Intuition. I don't unlock anything with intuition until like level 20. Logic makes it easier for you to convince others that you're right. That I do like. Charm makes you more amicable and thus less likely to be selected for cold sleep. Performance makes you a better liar and helps you get your point across more efficiently. Stealth makes it harder for others to pick up on your malicious intent and makes the GNOSIA less likely to target you. I think stealth what is helpful in its own ways. My performance is kind of low, so I could do 3 points. Stealth, charm, logic. But my performance is so low. Being a better liar would help if I was ever the GNOSIA or the AC follower. Because being the AC follower, I would like to get to the end, but my performance is just so low. I'll stick with this. I probably should have just put all 3 points into one pot, though. So who do I wish to try to speak to? Who do I think could be an ally in this round? Yuriko just feels like she's just all to herself. Otome? Otome's kind of an easy.
Squeak, that's I'd like to talk to you.
That's believable. Because she was one of the guards. Take out the guards first. So Yuriko gets it this time, huh? This GNOSIA is really choosing their targets. I mean, it's obvious. Because now that I think about it, the other one is Otome. I probably chose the wrong person to be friends with. Because I'm not the guardian angel. I can never try to protect Otome for anything. But at least for this round, it's okay. Yuriko's intuition is the reason why Shigemichi is probably gone at this point. Well, not just because of her, obviously. A lot of people were throwing Shigemichi under the bus. Her intuition is what made me say, yeah, Shigemichi is probably bad news. However, I gotta remember everyone was going to vote for Jonas. And Setsu was also brought up as a potential vote as well last time. So let's just see what happens this round. As engineer, I have some info to present. If nothing else, Shaming was not GNOSIA. Kukrushka seems to have investigated someone else. According to her findings, Gina was not GNOSIA. So between those two, one of them is not. Got it. But which one? Shaming or Gina? Okay. I mean, even... Is it the bug? I don't know. I won't request reports. Hey, now let's hear the next report. I've already examined those in cold sleep. Shigemichi isn't GNOSIA, just a normal human. I had expected more. We knew that, though. My research provided the same results. Shigemichi was not GNOSIA. Okay, I guess I almost stumbled into the pitfall. Because if he wasn't GNOSIA, and okay, so if he was not GNOSIA, I don't know. I feel like I don't know where I was going with that. I guess I was going to say that he could have been the actual doctor is what I was getting at. Comment cannot be trusted, says Kukrushka with her eyes. These rounds are getting so hard. What, me? Like, seriously? Comet also has high intuition, if I remember correctly. So, that could be a reason to throw Comet under the bus. Potentially. I think that we just have way too many engineers and doctors still on the field for us not to be, like, more concerned about that sort of thing. Otome is probably the next victim for tonight's meal. And, yeah.
It's okay, Comet. Comet, I think you're just fine.
I know, right? You shouldn't just, like, doubt people like that. I'm going to say making small talk for, like, maybe the next round on. Because, like I said, I think Otome is more so the GNOSIA's concerns over someone else at this point in time. They both said that Shigemichi was not GNOSIA. That would make sense, but what if he was the real doctor and they're just saying that? Well, then he was definitely human, but still, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, Shaming is like super sketchy now. I know, right? Shaming is totally fishy. It's like there's a serious thing coming off of Shaming. You're suspecting me? That's just stupid. Any way you look at it, I'm in the clear. And yeah, Setsu said that he was definitely human. It's okay, I trust you, Shami. Kukrushka smiled, attempting to lift her friend's spirits. Kukrushka was the only one to defend him. 3 GNOSIA. 2 people gone. Who is likely? Who is likely? Because it's kind of like I want to see what would happen if I say something right here. Even though I have probably like no pull in order to like sway anyone over to my side. I want to say Jonas though, because everyone was against him last round. He pointed out some questionable points about Jonas. Jonas does indeed seem somehow suspicious. I feel it would be beneficial to watch Jonas closely. As much doubt as you seem to cast upon me, I assure you, I'm heaping it upon myself pretty hardcore too. I feel like Jonas is alright. I mean, probably. I know, right? Oh my god, Remnant, you like totally nailed it. I know you're probably like, that was so stupid. Why would you throw Jonas under the bus? Hey, I already voted for Jonas at the tail end of last round. He probably already hates me. If he didn't already, I don't really see him having any difference. And B, I can still gain information based off of who's saying what about him. I hate to say that I'm using people as sacrificial pawns, but I need to get some information here. And I don't want the whole game to just be the whole sway of the computer's AI doing all the work. Okay, so looking back at the discussion log, Reikyo examined Shigemichi and Remnen examined Shigemichi. Honestly, I don't know what it is about those two, but I never trust them. I don't know why. I want to say that Shigemichi was probably the real doctor. And it's probably too early to call that, but I don't know. Reikyo and Remnen, and I don't really know why Remnon rubs me the wrong way, but he just does. Like, he's been the bad guy a few times. The GNOSIA. Comment is suspicious. No, Comment is alright. Kukrushka's trying to throw Comment under the bus. SQ is saying that Xiaoming is suspicious. And Kakrushka is saying that Xiaoming is alright. So for her, Xiaoming is better than Comet. Is that because Comet has high intuition, Kakrushka? Because she is one of the engineers. Which means that Setsu will be the real engineer and Kakrushka is one to watch out for. Because she's talking a lot. She's definitely talking a lot. Okay. Okay. So, because I forgot that I didn't finish that round, so it wasn't updated yet. So Xiaoming is suspicious. No, Xiaoming is alright. I said that Jonas was suspicious. Remnan says Jonas was alright. And SQ agreed with Remnon. I want to keep that in mind too. SQ agrees with Remnon about Jonas being okay. Alright, I got the information I wanted, I think. Yes, Kakrushka's behavior does indeed invite suspicion. I have to agree. Yes, I will agree with that. You said that you two have been doubting Kakrushka. I have been. Especially because she talks too much. Kakrushka is under suspicion, stands quietly, watching things play out. Like, for someone silent, she was definitely doing a lot of talking. I feel like Kakrushka is alright. I mean, probably. Is this going to be deja vu of a different round where you two always defend each other? Because he's a doctor. And I'm saying he's a fake doctor protecting a fake engineer. Could be. I agree. I don't feel there's any reason to doubt Kakrushka. I don't know what it is about Gina, but I always feel like Gina is just like... Oh, she mostly seems like the type that votes for people that are completely innocent. But that doesn't mean... I don't know. Kakrushka still has morning bells popping off in my head. Help me, Gina. Kakrushka, you're making yourself look even worse. Now it's like you're begging for a lifeline. Help me, Gina. Kakrushka's gaze says as much. I'd rather not. Okay, let's see who's going to the fridge. I don't know who to vote for. There's just still so many different people. And like I said, do I really want the engineers gone? Because if Kakrushka is the real engineer, she's the only one that can stop the bug from, like, ending this game prematurely. Oh. SQ is voting for me again, guys. Like, this is about to be deja vu of a different episode in full. We have Remnon and Kakrushka defending each other. You have SQ voting for me. So we gotta choose from Setsu, Rikyo, Jonas, Kakrushka, and Remnon, right? Yeah, I hate this kind of stuff. Who do I want gone? I don't want... Okay, I know you guys are like, wait, you protect Setsu too much. But in this case, Setsu has barely said anything. Does that make them suspicious? I suppose. Because in this case, I'm trying to be like more of an open book. I'm not trying to just protect Setsu for Setsu. I'm trying to protect Setsu because I believe they are the real engineer. I believe Kakrushka is the fake engineer. I know that is probably dangerous logic so early in the game with all these people. But the longer we keep certain positions around. But see, it's easier to get rid of the doctor positions. People wanted Jonas gone too. Remnon's on the chopping block. You know what? I'm not going to say anything first. I want to know what people are thinking. Setsu, you're pretty quiet. You feeling okay? A lot of people have been doubting Setsu. Who was the first person to throw Setsu under the bus? Because I think this is like the first time Chippy has ever spoken up this whole game. I wish I could scroll up higher. Faster. The first person was... Oh, Otome was the first person to say that Setsu was suspicious. Setsu may be a fake. Because Otome usually, I guess I don't want to say the kindness, but the childlike nature of Otome makes it easier for them to read people. But that's just how it appears to me. Maybe that's just overthought so far, but if Otome is saying Setsu is suspicious, Setsu might actually be the fake. Because Kakrushka only just started talking up here at the end. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. I have no idea who to protect. I'm just gonna let it happen. It's like, hello, Setsu, are you even like there? Okay, you guys, we gotta talk about this. I don't know. So I guess I'm in the way, huh? Defend? It's tough. It's not Setsu, but Chippy you gotta worry about. What do you guys think? Here's the interesting part. Setsu said that Sha Ming was human at one point. That might have been at the beginning of this round, actually. Where Setsu said that Sha Ming was definitely human, and now Sha Ming is like coming to Setsu's aid. It's just too much. I can't trust Setsu. Yeah, Setsu's gone at this point. Setsu is acting weird and is bugging me. So I guess I'm in a way, huh? So Setsu is suspicious, say you. Jonas is defending Setsu. Were these words spoken by Juna and Verity or like not Verity? Don't worry about it, Setsu. I got your back, okay? It's so tough. It's about time to vote. Because here's the thing. And I guess it's not really a thing. The only person in this thing that doesn't have a position is Jonas. He's not an engineer, a doctor. He could be an AC follower. I don't know. He could be the bug for all I know. But what I do know is that it's going to just be guesswork if we eliminate the wrong engineer. I think and guarantee everyone's going to vote for Setsu though. And I don't want to piss off any more eggs, so I'm just going to vote for Setsu too. Yeah. If I voted for Jonas, it would have been a tiebreaker. Maybe I should have voted for Jonas. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have voted for Jonas. I guess this is it. I'll take my leave. See you all again. Setsu was sent to cold sleep. I don't even know. Otome's gone. That's my belief. I'll talk to Comet. Yeah, you should be careful, Dessa. The trap has been set. You're going to die. Oh my. Oh my god. The information I just got from this. Or at least the information I feel like I just got from this. I thought I was about to see blood all over the screen. I thought I was next. So they decided not to attack Otome just yet. Sha Ming was for Setsu. 100%. Which tells me that Setsu was the real engineer. That's what I got from that. Which means Kakrusha is the fake engineer. I should have played more defensively. I really should have. What I should have done was vote for Jonas. Took it to a tiebreaker. Because I already voted for Jonas anyway. And then I should have tried to see if I could sway the votes more so into Jonas's demise. Oh my goodness. Dang it. Especially since Kukrushka is now mourning for Xiaoming. Like, that looks suspicious. Just saying. Please offer your reports. I will keep record of the results. I've already examined those in cold sleep. Setsu isn't GNOSIA. Just a normal human. I had expected more. No, my research says different. Setsu was GNOSIA. Remnon, I didn't trust you either. To be fair, I didn't trust him either. Because what it looks like is Remnon's GNOSIA. Kukrushka is involved somehow, and everyone else was human so far. So far, Kukrushka and Remnon, the people that have been, protecting each other too, mind you. Because I just feel like Xiaoming was defending Setsu because Setsu, already analyzed him as a human. So, because he doesn't speak up unless he needs to, right? He only speaks up when he needs to. He doesn't just speak up. Dang. I messed up. Setsu was definitely the real engineer. Shoot. You requested anyone who has not yet reported to come forward. I messed up. Kukrushka reports. According to her findings, Dessa was not GNOSIA. Oh, thank you, Kukrushka. That does not stop me from suspecting you, okay? It truly doesn't. Chippy? Something about you is totally fishy, huh? This isn't the first time someone mentioned Chippy. I want to say it was Xiaoming. But I think it was more so saying, like, why are you throwing Setsu under the bus? Not like he was saying Chippy was suspicious.
I feel better knowing that someone else agrees. Chippy has been giving me strange vibes, too.
Okay, Oldman is not trying to disrupt anything. She's a guard. So, I don't know. Yeah, I can see how I look suspicious. To believe or not to believe Chippy? Should we not believe? Now Jonas is protecting Chippy. Yeah, I agree. There's nothing. Oh! See, I don't trust Remnon no further than I could throw him. I know, right? You shouldn't just, doubt people like that. It's so many players, though. I don't want to join in the defense. I think at this interjuncture, I'm making small talk. You propose telling ghost stories to lighten the mood. Nothing is scarier than a big mob of humans,
When I requested food, Levi always suggests mammal steak. That's kind of creepy to me.
Recently, I feel as though someone is watching me in the shower. It's more creepy than scary, really. The telling of various scary stories continued. I'm only doing that because of freaking comment talking about I'm going to die. Don't prophesy my death. That's creepy. Okay, since I made small talk, we're just gonna listen. I can't trust Reikio. I trust Reikio more than I trust Remnon. And until I get the results, I'm just gonna say that. I trust Reikio at this point more than I trust Remnon. Because Gina's usually wrong. Because she always usually says, I don't trust you, Descent. And I'm literally nothing more than a crew member or a guardian angel. I'm going to defend. You refuted the doubts against Reikio.
I haven't found anything strange about Reikio.
That actually kind of boosts my morale in that situation. Wow, okay, that kind of scared me for a bit. Seeing that shock, I was like, oh, someone's just going to kill someone right here in cold blood. Oh, yes, so can you guys try saying I'm human for me? So you want to make the fake lie, huh? I don't care much for these tactics. Oh, well, either way, I'm human, so I don't care. You asserted that you really are human.
Yes, I swear, I am not one who would infect a person with GNOSIA.
Yeah, I'm not GNOSIA anyway. Kukushka not. She's gesturing that she too is human. A declaration of humanity, you say. This I cannot abide because reasons. Why do you make me stop? Oh, okay. Jonas, you're worried I'm gonna know you're lying, huh? Oh my god. If I play this episode this horribly, I'm going to be sad. So Remnon didn't get a chance to say anything. SQ didn't say anything. And Jonas, he said he wasn't going to. Well. Kukushka's looking like the AC follower if she was able to get through that and, you know, she actually came off as human. She has to be the AC follower or the bug, right? Reikio said he wasn't the GNOSIA either. He was the one that started off. Yeah, more and more. Jonas and Remnon. And SQ, actually. Yeah, Gina is like super sketchy now. Interesting, SQ. Why are you trying to throw Gina under the bus all of a sudden? I know, right? Gina is totally fishy. It's like there's a serious stink coming off of Gina. Apparently, I seem suspicious. It's okay, I trust you, Gina. Kukushka smiles, attempting to lift her friend's spirits. So now we're going to decide who to put in cold sleep. I really don't like this majority stuff. Yeah, I spoke to Common, and Common said that I was going to die. Like, Common is creeping me out this round. I guess I will vote for... I don't trust Remnon no further than I could throw him. I'm voting for Remnon. Jonas is gone. Alright, so Stella voted for Jonas. Otome voted for Jonas. And Comment voted for Jonas. Those two have... I want to say higher intuition at this point. I don't know if Otome has a high intuition, but... Otome has been right a few times. That's why I'm surprised they didn't get rid of her. Seemed like that she would have been more accurate to get rid of at that point than Shamin. I'm personally quite fond of silence myself. To sleep, perchance to dream. Hell yeah, let's do it. I don't want to speak up. Jonas, bye! Oh, is this SQ's first time saying this to someone? SQ, you rubbed me wrong too, girl. Oh no. SQ of all people want to speak to me. Dessa, can I talk to you about something? Okay, so actually why is the music like GNOSIA music right now? Chippy is totally lying, right? But look, if we attack Chippy, I totally feel like I'm literally gonna disappear. Hey Dessa, let's join forces so we can totally put Chippy into cold sleep, okay? What? What is going on? That was different. Normally they would ask you to collaborate, but she didn't ask to collaborate. She just wanted me to throw Chippy under the bus? Why, so I could die? And they're still leaving Otome alone. That's kind of dangerous for them, isn't it? Oh my god, Gina, that's so sad, you guys. Guess I'll request the reports. You requested anyone who has not yet reported to come forward. I checked out those in cold sleep. Jonas was not GNOSIA. Haha. No, the fake has shown their hand. Yes! I do not trust... Oh my goodness. But, I mean, honestly, Reikio could be the fake, but... No. No, if I'm going by my gut feeling right now, it's Remnon. is the fake. Jonas was GNOSIA. That much is clear. Let's keep it up with the cold sleep. Because everyone wanted Jonas gone since the very beginning. Someone has a report to give, right? Hurry it up. Kukrushka reports she implies that she found Remnon to be GNOSIA. Interesting. Because if she's an AC follower, she might actually be the real engineer. But is Remnon actually GNOSIA? It's so hard to say. And then on top of that, SQ was talking about getting rid of Chippy. Let's see what happens. Stella seems somehow strange to me. Really? Not yet. I don't want Stella gone just yet. There's no reason for it. Okay, let's lay off it a bit, eh? I got Stella's back.
I haven't found anything strange about Stella.
Remnon? You pointed out some questionable points about Remnon. Kukrushka stares at Remnon sternly. He could just be the AC follower, actually. Not that I consider it. Kukrushka could just be trying to get rid of the AC follower. Right? That's a possibility. Really? I'm not really much of a talker, so no one else seems to agree with that. I have a proposal with regard to the vote. According to Kukrushka's report, Remnon has been affected by the GNOSIA. We cannot confirm the veracity of this report. However, it is one of the few pieces of information we have in this situation. Okay, therefore for this vote, I recommend that everyone vote for Remnon. I'm not going to speak first.
Yeah, I agree with Stella.
We don't have enough evidence for the rest anyway, so how about we just vote for Remnon? So you're going to use me? You're all the same. Wait, Stella? He wanted to target Stella, didn't he? And now she's throwing him under the bus. He's just the AC follower, isn't he? Because Reikio, I don't even think Reikio just spoke up there. And you would think Reikio, as any kind of doctor, would try to let's get rid of him. Even Reikio didn't say anything. That's interesting. Okay, you must all have noticed by now, right? Remnon couldn't possibly be Doctor. Yeah, I've noticed that. Definite enemy, a logic type skill used to point out that the target is definitely an enemy to humans. I have nothing more to say. But he may be an enemy to humans, but is he an enemy that's not just an AC follower? Lower logic ability makes you more likely to make mistakes that get you recognized as definitely an enemy. Lower logic ability makes you more likely to make mistakes. Well, Remnon's gone. Oh, I'm like, sorry, I was reading ahead there.
Something is bothering me about Comment. I mean, Gina. Gina disappeared, so...
I don't like Comet either. She said I was going to die. You say that you two have been doubting Comet. What, me? Like, seriously? Well, I think everyone's voting for Remnon, though. Like, he had a whole bunch of people just come out and say he's gone, so... I don't want to rock the boat. I'm just voting for Remnon. Hold up. Who voted for... Oh, Remnon voted for me. That's hilarious. SQ voted for Chippy, which makes sense. She wanted me to vote for Chippy, now that I think about it. There was no reason to vote for Chippy this round. But there is something about Chippy she does not like. That much is certain. It's only natural that you choose me, but why? Why did things have to be like this? Remnon was sent to cold sleep. Is that SQ again? Oh, it's Stella this time. You guys want me to rock the boat, don't you? What is it, Stella? That was great. Seeing Remnon's face after that vote for Remnon stuff. Thanks for the entertainment, Stella. Now that I think about it, he backed up Stella, didn't he? I didn't intend to. That was a total death blow to Remnon. Cold-blooded, Stella. Cold-blooded. But I'm complimenting you, you know? Such a kind face, discarding Remnon so coldly. That was brilliant. Okay, Remnon, I said Remnon. Okay, Rikyo, you're looking suspicious. Alright? No, I said I'm complimenting you. Too much humility is actually rude. It's pretty dirty trying so hard to look like a good person, though. Don't worry, I won't attempt to copy you. But I'm gonna steal that vote manipulation trick. I like to try controlling the others as deftly as you do. Oh no, I think I'm going to cry. Skill vote acquired. You've acquired the skill vote. This enables you to encourage others to vote for someone outed as GNOSIA via the engineer report. Requires 10 logic. Oh. Okay. That's dangerous. Well, not for me, since I'm the one that just got the ability, but it kind of makes definitely wasn't GNOSIA. Funny how they got a chance to say one last word. It was like, yeah, no, sorry, Reikyo, you're not about to use that ability on us. Oh my god, Reikyo, that's like so sad, you guys. You requested anyone who has not yet reported to come forward. Kukushka reports, according to her findings, Stella was not GNOSIA. I don't know what to believe anymore. Kukushka, something about you is totally fishy, huh? Speak of the devil and they will come up. Like, dude, I just said I don't know if Kukushka is fake anymore. I have to look at the data. They got rid of Reikyo. So, basically, yeah, I could see that. She said Chippy is lying right there. But Chippy, Comet did say Chippy was suspicious. If Jonas was GNOSIA, we need to definitely get Chippy out immediately. So I'm going to protect Kukushka as the only person that gives some kind of information, fake or not.
I haven't found anything strange about Kukushka.
I know. I cannot believe Otome is still here. Like, how many people are left? I need to look into that. Because she might be the next victim. Yeah, we need to try to get Chippy out. I think Comet and SQ will help me with that. I know, right? You shouldn't just, like, doubt people like that. I'm going to doubt Chippy. Let's see. You point out some questionable points about Chippy. For real? Is Chippy even sketchy, though? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see how I look suspicious. Help me, Otome. Kukushka's gaze says as much.
Squee! Really? Do you mean it? Let's make our way through this together, Kukushka.
Okay. Yeah, Chippy is like super sketchy now. I'll agree. I don't know how I feel about agreeing with SQ, but it's just the fact that earlier on people were like doubting Chippy. He could be the bomb for all I know. You stated that you too have been doubting Chippy. Yeah, I can see how I'll look suspicious. Or just maybe by suspecting Chippy, SQ is attempting to divert doubt from themselves. I've thought about that. And my doubt still isn't gone, but smiling brightly, Kukushka clearly trusts Chippy. Dessa. Oh yeah. No, Chippy is strange. If something is bothering you, speak up. He didn't like being tossed under the bus. Some seem to be doubting you.
It's okay, Dessa. I think you're just fine.
Smiling brightly, Kukushka clearly trusts Dessa. Oh, Chippy did not like that. I'm voting for Chippy for sure. Let me look at the rest of the vote, though. Oda voted for SQ. Stella also voted for SQ. I might be dead this round, guys. Kukrushka voted for Comet. Comet is also someone I didn't trust. SQ might be the bomb. Actually, I don't know. Am I even allowed to say that? But yeah, the bug is really what it's called. She might be the bug. Oh my goodness. Because the bug, of course, is going to want to make it to the end to destroy the universe or whatever. I can't stay on that too long. This video is going on a little too long. Dang, well, see ya. I hate how you get super cold when cold sleep starts. Oh my god, the target is like down. We literally did it. Oh my god, thank you so much. Number one, like one step closer to literally winning. Is she saying that he was the bug? Ending conditions have been fulfilled. Oh yeah, the bomb one. Oh hey, did we win? Wow, that's kind of a surprise. To be honest, I hadn't really considered that I might actually survive. I was pretty sure I'd get done in right away. I figured it was bound to happen. Oh, she's GNOSIA, isn't she? Thanks. Thanks to you, I was able to make it through, Dessa. Oh yeah, I want to repay you somehow. Once I get my own ship, I'll make you first mate Dessa. Let's travel the galaxy together, eh? Crew data update, Comet. All GNOSIA have been put into cold sleep. Results will be displayed. Well, I'll be. Are you serious? I was so worried this whole entire game. And it actually panned out. We won. Otome, a guard, didn't die. The actual engineer survived because I actually realized that Kukrushka was not like, you know, she wasn't fake. She didn't feel fake anymore. Comet was the guardian angel. I mean, she didn't protect anyone at all, really, but she did have a position in all this. And SQ literally was like, come on, we have to like try to sway people to vote for Chippy. Oh, Setsu was the AC follower that round. Reikio really was the actual doctor. Huh, so Chippy killed him. Wow, but that was awesome. I actually won. It's been a while since I've actually just won. And look at how many people have made it to the end. I'm very happy that we have, 6 survivors all together? That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this one because I am very, very happy right now that this ending is exactly what I like to see. Especially since I didn't have no control or manipulation over setting up the parameters. So if you guys watch to this end, because this is almost an hour long, I appreciate it so much. Hopefully I can read your guys' ideas on who was what and what was who and everything. And if you guys agree with me for a lot of things, because I feel like I did good for the most part. And so with that said, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you actually enjoyed the video. Please leave comments because I love reading them, especially the long, extensive ones you guys have definitely been leaving. I can take criticism. I love criticism because that's the only way you could grow as a person. So with that said, thanks again and goodbye. I hope you all have a great and wonderful day. Bye.